So.
Okay, cool. So you talked a little bit about writing music. So what's your process like for actually writing songs?
The process is all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Lately, it's my iPhone, the voice memos. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't, crazy times I'll just hum something or like a drum pattern or bass line or a vocal melody, and then I'll, when I'm in my studio, I'll listen back to all the voice messages and start on something. So I might just take a melody, find a patch on the keyboard, play that melody, with a click, and then start building onto it. Usually it starts with a melody or a drum beat, or sometimes like Eloise will call me and just he'll say, like he said the other day, he said, "Man, we need to do a song called Syria Us." Seriously. I was like, well, he's like, goes all this conflict in Syria, but we call it Syria Usly. It's like, seriously, So I made this, I was like, seriously. So I started with this found these samples that were like conflicting kind of war samples, and then these crazy instruments that sounded Syrian to me, and then built this whole thing, and then we did a hook, and that's how it happens.
Mm-hmm. So you've been touring a lot lately, and you're about to go on tour again. Do you ever get sick of touring, or do you just want to like come home for a little bit?
No, I don't
No.
get sick of it. I mean, it's new to this level of touring is very new to me, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm loving it. And I have more fun playing on stage than I do anything else. So, uh, no, I'm not getting sick of it at all. Ask me this in a year, I might be, but right now I mean, we just did a promo tour, so it's not like we really toured. We're about to tour, so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I guess just to sort of, put things in perspective, in light of Molly's project. I mean, does it, you've talked about Memphis just being this place with raw talent. I mean, what does being a Memphis musician now mean to you? I mean, do you feel part of the tradition? Do you, when you think, you call yourself a Memphis musician, what does that mean?
Well, I can tell you this: when I'm not in Memphis and I'm around other guys, and let's just take the Tennessee Kids for example, Justin's band, who are from all over the world. Most of them rooted in Philly. When they introduce me to other people, they say, "Hey, it's Elliott. He's Memphis. He can do no wrong." And then when people say, "Where are you from?" "Memphis." "Oh, respect, respect." You see it outside of Memphis a lot, and it makes you feel amazing because just the fact that I play my instrument, I'm from Memphis, on the outside means a ton to people, and it gives you instant credibility. Now, what it means when I'm here, I go out and see guys slay me on their instrument, and it really bums me out because they're so good. But at the same time, I take from that, and the influences I've had in Memphis are more so guys, a little older than me that I just grew up to in high school and college, listening to on the club level, and they're just freaks. And I go out all over the world to clubs or whatever to try to search music on my days off, and rarely do I find something that's as good as going somewhere here for $5 on a Tuesday night. As far as just the level of expertise.
Is there something, I don't know, just as you're thinking about it, is there something that Memphis can do to capture? Because it is, right? We have people from all over the world coming here just to be part of Memphis. Artists come here, right, to get a piece of Memphis or whatever. Is it something that the city can do something, can embrace, or is that just part of what Memphis is?
That's a really good question. I think you'd have to look back at the Stax days and the High days and see what it was that they were doing, because that was just factory of music just coming out and coming out, and the only thing I can equate it to, like I did before, was the amount. It's not just the musicians, it's the people that help the musicians get up and going. So I don't know if that's the city can help with that. I mean, I know the Memphis Music Foundation does a good job of trying to create situations for people. They have grants that they can give bands to go out and do stuff in. But, I think it would take hiring some sort of PR person for the city of Memphis, or for, some in-house person where you wouldn't have to pay so much. The problem is money, and the Memphis musicians around here don't have the money or the means to get up and go, get a publicist on retainer. That costs a lot of money, but it's very effective if you can do it. So how can the city help with that? I don't know. How can I would hope one day some rich people will come in and just say, this is what we need. Maybe I'll be that guy one day. It'd be really nice. But it's going to take somebody outside of just being a Memphis musician to create that business infrastructure here that doesn't exist.
Are you hopeful that can happen?
Oh,
or
yes.
that will happen?
Oh, I'm hopeful. Yes. Oh, yes. Maybe I'll get like crazy mad publishing on one of these songs and come back and do it myself. That would be awesome. Mm-hmm. I would love to do something like that, but that's way down the road.
Okay.
Somebody needs to, though.
Yeah.
So, thank you. Yeah,
Thank you so
for being a part of
much.
this.
Is that
This is
okay?
very
Yeah.